Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. No, I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to say that I will be making videos, not every day, but every so often, just to kind of touch base, give some example problems, or address any questions I've been having a lot. And just to say hi, and I miss you guys already, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm not wearing green. I know if you guys were here, some of you would pinch me. But the first question I'm getting a lot is about Google, how to get into your Google account or your email account. Some of you guys were confused because in your email it doesn't actually say Gmail, but that's okay. It doesn't have to say Gmail, but our school does use it through Gmail. So I'm going to show you real quick how to log out of mine. Okay, I'm going to show you how to log into your account. Okay, so everyone should be able to get to Google. Most of the time this just pops up, but if your computer doesn't, you can type in Google and it just comes up right there. So once you're on Google, you should see a sign in. When you sign in, this is where you would type in your email. Your email should be first name dot last name 27 at student.tjca.org. So once you type that in, mine's automatically on here that I logged out of. This was my email. I press next, and then it asks for your password. Your password should be TJ, both lowercase, $, and then your personal 10-digit student ID number. This can be found on your PowerSchool. So I'm going to kind of just let you guys pause this video if you need to for a second. Okay. So once you type in your password, you should press next. And if you notice on the top, it should say that you're logged in right here. So mine is an M because for Megan Hamrick. So this, now you're in pretty much everything. If you click these little dots, as we call them in class, you'll see this is how you get to your Google Slides. Click Google Slides. Remember, pick the one that has your name on it. So I've opened up a few. Amarius is our example. Thanks, Amarius. But you can click right here, and remember, there is one that you have that probably just says first name, last name. You cannot edit that one. So make sure that you're on the one that says your name. So that's how you do science for today. And also, just for future reference, if you click right here, Google Classroom, this is a great way for me to assign anything, put up videos like this, and probably Miss Books will do the same thing. You guys are really familiar with this, but if we click right here, I did turn off streaming because it was getting kind of silly, but classwork right here at the top, I'm clicking, this is where I can create anything. So this is stuff we've done before, but if we were to be out longer, or I just want to post my videos, if I do videos, I'll probably put them on Google Classroom. So I hope this was helpful in that sense. But if everyone looks at either their hard copy or on their Google Docs, you can see for today that we're really just talking about like rounding, like normal. We talked a little bit about this Friday, but I just wanted to give an example. Here is the chart that we made. I'm going to pause right here in case you want to pause your video. Okay, so we wrote in our own language some little notes, but we also wrote our whole numbers. We know are on this side, and they get larger as they go. And then past the decimal, it gets smaller, and these are our kind of our fractions and decimals we can see. So we have our whole numbers, decimal, then we have our 10th spot. And as a decimal, it would just be 0.1 was our example. And if you wrote that as a fraction, I added that it would be whatever number over 10, because it's our 10th spot. And then for hundredths, our decimal would be 0.01, because it's the second place over from our decimal. And then as a fraction, it is a number over 100, since it's the hundredths place. And then for thousandths, we have 0.001. So that would be 1,000th, because it's in the third decimal place. And it would be whatever number. This one's 1, so 1 over 1,000. So that should be how that is. Again, this should be a review. And I just wanted to, one problem of rounding, I know just a few students were a little confused on rounding. So whatever the problem asks you, so if my problem says, let's round the first decimal place. So I like to underline what the question asked me so that I know I'm going to change or stay the same of that number. And how I know is I look through one beside it. Does it tell me to go up or stay the same? So for 7, it tells me to go up. So my rounding for the first decimal place should be 8.7, because this one goes up. And then we don't have to worry about the rest of it because we rounded it. Okay. Another one, if it asked us to round a whole number, I know someone asked in one of my classes last time. So if it asks, what is this number to the nearest whole number? Well, we can see our whole number is anything to the left of our decimal. So if we have a whole number right here, we're changing that one. So that's why I underline that one. And the same thing, my 6 tells me to go up again. So if I was rounding this to the nearest whole number, it would be 9. So that's just a very simplistic review of rounding, and you can do that with any place. So if it said, you know, our hundredths place, you would underline hundredths and be able to see what's next. I hope that helps a little bit if anyone was confused. And then for tomorrow, we are actually starting to learn adding and subtracting of decimals. So I went ahead and did, this is the same problem that I wrote some notes on for our plans. But when adding or subtracting, I must line up my decimals. So that's kind of our rule of thumb. So if I am doing this problem and it says, oh, let me focus, and it says 7 and 624 thousandths plus 6 and 3/10, I know I need to line up my decimals. So what that looks like is, if I was to rewrite this problem, it would be 7.624, and then I need to line up my decimal, so I'm going to do 6.3. And I like to add zeros so that I don't get confused, because remember, zeros do hold place value, but when they're on the end, you can always add them on the end because it doesn't change the value of the number. So now I see everything is lined up, and the reason I do that is because a lot of people like to do 7.624 plus 6.3. That is not right, okay? Because we need to line up our decimals so that we are adding our whole numbers and not mixing everything up. Because right now I'm adding my whole 6 number with a number that is in my hundredths place, which doesn't make much sense. So make sure whenever you set up your problems, you are setting them up with decimals completely lined up, and then you can just add like normal. So this is just something very simple. I hope this helped you guys a little bit. Like I said, I'll try to make some videos just to check in. I know there's a lot of stuff on Khan Academy and stuff that I assign that has great example problems and stuff like that. So I don't want to overkill it, but I do want you guys to hear my voice. And any questions you have, please email me. I know this is new territory for all of us, but I hope this was helpful. And I hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye, guys.